You still have life. What time you been here from?
Rolling now, you know.
Okay.
Content over everything.
Bismillah ar Rahim wa salatu salam ala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. I just wanted to basically speak about why I was so harsh with Abdul Hakym and Sulayman. The reason why is that I know you see these brothers and their mannerisms is very soft and gentle and they're very politely spoken. And that may give you the perception that these are humble brothers that spread the deen and fair Allah and this, that, and the other. But the reality of the fact is that these people support someone who believes killing innocent people is halal. They march with him, they eat with him, they do dawah with him. And it's clear, if anyone who's in doubt whether Abdul Hakym was praising Bin Laden or Anjem Chowdhury was praising 9/11, look in the description and both the videos were there. I posted it on both of the old videos. The ones where I talked to Sulayman and the ones where I nudged him, I shouldn't have nudged him, and the one where I was talking to Abdul Hakym and I was kept on asking him to condemn it and so forth. So a lot of people may think the brother was, me generally, I'm a calm person, I'm a laid back person, I try and stop fights and this, that and the other. The reason why I was so agitated and angry and harsh and adamant with these guys about this stuff is that, yeah, they do look very, like they have beautiful manners and they're soft and they're gentle and this, that and the other. But they do support Bin Laden, yes, who even though he didn't do 9/11. And I know Muslims didn't do 9/11. I know about building number 7. You know, 2 planes went into 2 buildings, yes, and they came down. The 3rd building, number 7, no plane went into it, came down. Yes, so how does it make sense, brother? So what I'm trying to say to you, I know about loose change, all the documentaries proving that 9/11 wasn't done by. It doesn't make sense. Muslims didn't do 9/11. I know that. You know, 2 buildings went down because planes went into it. Why did the building number 7 go down? No plane went into it. Also, they said that the Muslims that supposed to have did 9/11, they were drinking alcohol and they were gambling the night before and they were with women. How could they, do that and call it jihad if they were drinking and gambling the night before and with girls the night before? So. I don't know who did 9/11, but I believe the American government allowed it to happen. That's not the point. The point is, Bin Laden praised 9/11. He praised the people that did it. Abdul Hakym, whether he has good manners or he's polite or has gentle character, he praised him. He also praised and marches and is a good friends with Anjem Chowdhury. Yes, and like I said, the video is there. 9/11 and 7/7. And I'll put another clip where on Hard Talk, he says they're non-Muslims in this country, that they have they're not safe from the Muslim hands because we used to have a passport and they were free from the Muslims' hands. But because what America and England are doing in the Muslim countries, now we can kill them and we can do whatever, we can harm them and so forth. There's an interview called Hard Talk, I'm going to put the clip there as well. So all I'm trying to say to you is that the reason why I was so harsh with these brothers and I'm so firm with these brothers is that I'm not fooled by their soft mannerisms and their articulate words and their gentle postures. They believe and they support a man who says you can kill women, children and babies. I said to Abdul Hakym, if you knew that there was a shopping mall that was going to be blown up by a brother, yes, and you tried to convince him, yeah, and you couldn't convince him, would you tell the police? Yeah, I said I would tell the police because Allah says speak the truth, whether it is for you or against you. Allah also says if you see an evil action, try and stop it with your hands. If you can't, try and stop it with your tongue. If not, hate in your heart. He said he wouldn't condemn a Muslim brother over anything or so forth. So the whole thing, Abdul Hakym, whether he believes killing innocent women, children, and babies and so forth, he believes and he praises and he marches with and he supports people who do. Same thing with Sulayman. Yeah, so I was very harsh and stuff, and the reason why I'm harsh is that everyone's saying, "Oh, brother, you're overreacting. Oh, brother, you're being harsh with these people." Yeah, okay, everyone is cool and easygoing with these guys. Yeah, not everyone is cool and harsh with them, but some of these people, are cool with them, yes, and because of their mannerisms and their politeness and this, that, and the other. But the reality is that no incident has happened recently. But I can guarantee you, if some people started stabbing up people now, or blew up somewhere now, or blew up a tube now, Sulayman and after Hakym are gonna dust, and you ain't gonna be able to find them. And us Muslims with beard and phobes and Islam, Kufis and stuff, we're gonna be responsible. Yeah, we're gonna take the effects of it. And what happens when a bomb goes off, yeah, or someone gets stabbed by by people with beards and this, that, and the other and so forth, or they get hurt? These people like EDL and UKIP and all these people, yes, because they support and because they see Muslims supporting Anjem Chowdhury and all these extremist Muslims, they attack us. And when they attack us, they don't attack young, healthy brothers that can defend themselves. Yes, always on the news you see there was an old man looking up the masjid and some EDL guy stabbed him in his back, or there's an own auntie carrying shopping and they punched her in her eyes and beat her up. And these brothers who are doing these marches, yeah, and talking and doing Islam's going to dominate the world, we're gonna kill you with jihad and all this kind of stuff. These brothers like Abdul Hakym and Sulayman and so forth, it's this talk, it's the news channels like ITV, Channel 4, BBC and ITV, yeah, who BBC 2, who made Anjem Chowdhury our spokesman for 10 years, and for 10 years these people who are not from London, where it's mixed, where you have white people and black people and Asian people who don't suffer from racism and Islamophobia because we live together, we borrow sugar from each other, we take each other's kids to school. So a white person on a council estate is not going to believe Anjem Chowdhury, he's not going to believe what he says about 7/7 and 9/11 stuff. He meets practicing Muslims every day, going to pray, coming from school. He grew up in his class with Zaid, Ahmed and Samer, so he knows we're not all like that. But the white person that lives out in, I don't know, Essex or this place or that place where there's no black people, so there's no Muslim people, there's no ethnic people, and he just sees every time a bomb goes off or a stabbing goes off, Anjem Chowdhury saying the Magnificent 19 or 7/7 is halal, or we're gonna force you to wear burqa and we're this that. They generally, when they see a practicing Muslim in real life, yeah, they build up a hatred. And when this bombing happens, say I'm a plumber or I'm an IT worker or I'm a carpenter, I work out, I go outside, I work hard all day, and then I come home and there's an Asian guy with a beard and a kufi and an Islamic thing, and he's the only Muslim I know. Obviously when a London Bridge happens, when 7/7 happens, when a stabbing happens, when Atlanta or Orlando happens, then what am I going to do? I'm going to attack Muslims. And when I attack Muslims, I'm not going to try to attack young, strong, healthy boys that can protect themselves. I'm going to attack old men and old women. And that's why I'm angry. Abdul Hakym, yes, there's this racist people who hate Islam. Yes? But then there's people who are undecided. They don't care about Islam or they don't hate Islam. But they just continuously see Anjem Chowdhury laughing about 9/11, bragging about 9/11, bragging about 7/7, bragging about this bombing and that bombing and so forth. And then you've got Abdul Hakym who walks with him, who marches with him, who's smiling with him, who's eating with him, coming to this park, defending him. But he's got nice manners, he's calm, he doesn't shout. And I just want people to know, listen, whether there's a bomb that's gone off and these people defend it, or there isn't, I'm not cool with these guys. He might have a bed like me, he might have a hat like me, he might wear like clothing like me, but I'm far away from him and he's far away from me. And I'm not waiting for a bomb to go off, and I'm not waiting for a stabbing to go off, and I'm not waiting for a extreme act to go off to start showing openly, yes, that that me and you are not the same, even though we may look similar. Yes, and as for all you idiots in the comment section and all you waste man that are talking about you're going to do this to me and you're going to do that to me, right, and that I'm a waste man and I'm hard on the Muslims and I'm soft on the Kuffar, yeah? First of all, I've been coming here 10 years, I've never seen any few man in my life, and I've been speaking about type Salafis in Brixton, or type the mosque program. From 10 years ago, I got a videos talking against Bin Laden, talking against terrorism and talking about suicide bombing and stuff. Yes, and I ain't ever seen any of you guys in the comments, yeah, come up to approach me. And secondly, as for you say that I'm hard with the Muslims, as you try and use this verse, they are hard on the Muslims and soft on the Muslims. They are hard on the Kuffar, the non-Muslims, and soft on, no, they're hard on the Muslims and soft on the Kuffar. I think this is a reference to the Khawarij. You say that's me, really? So you didn't see when Sarah approached me with about 10 men. And I say about 10 men because we didn't know that at that time that continent over everything. Leon and his brother, we didn't know that then before. I think it was either the first time in the pub or the second time, but we didn't really know them. Like we weren't cool with them. There was Jay Blacks was there. Aeon 23 was there. Sarah and his friends that he brought to the park was there. All the people you see hugging at the beginning and this, that, and the other and so forth, they were there. All the people you see Kalam was there. There was other people there. There was a whole bunch of people. All the people you see at the beginning of the video, where they're hugging each other, they were behind. So what I'm just saying, that thing when Sarah, you're talking about, oh, I'm harsh on the Muslims and soft on the, I'm harsh on the Muslims and soft on the Kuffar. Really? When Sarah approached me, first of all, that verse that says the Khawarij, that you're hard on the Muslims, but you're soft on the Muslims, the verse doesn't say that you should be hard. The verse doesn't mean you should do the opposite, and you should be hard on non-Muslims and soft on the Muslims. Yes, it's explaining the Khawarij, and the Khawarij used to be hard on the Muslims, yeah, and soft on the Kuffar. But the way we should be in life is treat people how they treat you. Allah asks us to be just. Yes? So we should be just to Muslims and non-Muslims and so forth. And that's how I deal with people in life. When Sarah came up to me and approached me and there was a whole bunch of men around me and this, that and the other, was I soft on him? I showed him when he approached me, yeah, and he approached me with them mans and so forth. I wasn't soft on Sarah and I wasn't soft on his friends. Yes? When Kalam come up to me the other day, because I put videos about him, you know, teaching people how to worship the sun and hanging around for Muslims that say you can make dua to the dead, yeah? And I put a video of him how to pray to the sun and the elements and this, that and the other. He got angry and he tried to come up to me and put a camera in my face, yeah? Was I soft to him when I knocked the camera out of his hands twice? Because it's two separate videos. Why? Because I'm a human being. Yeah, I deal with people how they deal with me. So for all of them to say that, oh, you're harsh on your brothers, yeah, but you're soft on it. Take everything into context. For months and months, yeah, I think when the first time Leon came to the park, or Continent came to the park and this, that and the other, there wasn't Takfiris openly speaking about their stuff. When Sarah approached him, trust me, look at his reaction, I wasn't soft to him. He knew, and the 10 man or the man that came with him, I wasn't soft. Yes? When Kalam came up to me and so forth, I wasn't soft with him. So this rubbish you're talking about, you're going to do that and you're going to do that, Stop chatting in the comments, bruv. You're not real. You don't exist in real life. I've been coming to this park for over 10 years and I've always been speaking about extremist Muslims and so forth. So what I try to say to you then, yes, it was wrong for me to nudge that Sulayman, and it's wrong to be, it's wrong in that sometimes you're trying to get your word across and you come across aggressive. But the thing is this, I want you to know through my speech and through my body language stuff, I am not cool with them, and they don't reflect me, and I don't reflect them, and they don't reflect me. We may look the same, we may have both had beards, we may both have Muslim hats, but we're free from each other. And I'm going to tell you this: when a bomb goes off, you're going to watch. Mark my words. Hopefully nothing will happen. But if a bomb goes off or Islamic stabbing goes off, like what happened in London Bridge or whatever, or this place, yeah, these men are going to dust. Yeah, and you ain't gonna see there's not gonna be no interviews or no videos with them, yeah? And then us practicing Muslims are gonna have to deal with the EDL, and they're not gonna fight us, they're not gonna attack the young brothers who could defend themselves, which is wrong anyway, because we don't represent what Anjem Chowdhury and his crew anyway, yes? But they're gonna attack our old uncles, and they're gonna beat up our old sisters and our uncles, yes? And them guys are gonna be nowhere to find, yes? And it's because of these guys. Even though they have good manners, even though there's calm, even though they're collective, even though they come across articulate and stuff like that. Don't let, what they call it, a sheep in wolf clothing. If, like Obama looked very decent, he was articulate, more than Bush, he could speak, he was very charismatic, but he was still bombing Muslim countries, he was not doing nothing for black people in Chicago and stuff like that. Obama is from Chicago. Many of the workers that used to work with him, Chicago has the highest gun crime. Many of the people that worked with Obama on the grassroots, yeah, when he was coming up, they said he's abandoned them. So the whole thing is this: is that yes, Obama could speak. Yes, Obama got rappers and film artists and stuff for us to get him elected. But there was no difference between Bush and Obama when it comes to Iraq, when it comes to all these other Muslim countries. But he was convincing, he was charismatic, he was articulate. So just because Abdul Hakym and Sulayman, yes, they're cool, calm and stuff like that. Because if they were shouting and they were aggressive, talking about Sharia and talking about 9/11 and 7/7 and supporting Anjem, man will box them in their face. That's why. The non-Muslims will box them in their face. Why is it that they always come to content to do the videos? Because non-Muslims know they don't represent Islam, so they won't film it. Yeah, now Leon's a non-Muslim, he's going to record whoever he wants because he's not allegiant to anyone. Yes? So all I'm saying, that's the reason why I was aggressive with the guys and stuff like that. Anyone knows and looks at my life over context and stuff, I'm generally a laid-back person, I'm cool. And I try if there's fitna or thing popping off to stop it. But the last 2 videos were harsh and so forth. Why? Because one, I believe Abdul Hakym is a liar, and like I said, I'm going to put it in the descriptions in the text. I don't move with Anjem Chowdhury, but there's clearly clips of him praising 9/11. Clearly, I'll ask Leon to put them in the thing. There's pictures of him praising Bin Laden. Why? Bin Laden's famous for praising 9/11, and there's also a video of Anjem Chowdhury on Hard Talk saying that the non-Muslims don't have no security for the non-Muslims. Yeah, that you can harm them because of what America's doing in a Muslim country. So anyway, I just wanted to say that yeah, while I'm not hard on the Muslims and soft on the Kuffar, you saw what happened to Sarah and you saw what happened to Club. You see what I'm saying? I've never, them guys are disrespectful, so I'm firm with them. Yeah, but there's people that look at, there's Raven, I'm cool with him. There's what's his name? Leon, I'm cool with him. There's many non-black, non-Muslims in this park. I'm cool with them. Why? Because they're cool with me. And there's Muslims I'm cool with because they're cool with me. But there's Muslims that I'm not cool with because they're not cool with me. And I'm not down with killing innocent women and children. So anyway, that's it. Excuse me, I must be speaking very fast and my words are most probably a bit messed up and so forth, but I just had a conversation for about 3 hours. Look, I was just speaking to Raven about 3 hours talking about music and its effects and fatherless homes and this, that and the other. And is Islam a solution? Is it not a solution? Tawheed and worshipping God. Does a God exist? Does he not exist? And so forth. So forgive me if I seem a bit withdrawn and tired in this video. Thank you for watching. Take care.
Content over everything. From your
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
The young guys, Muslim or non-Muslim, growing up in this council estate, yeah, with no father. Now I know that when you're growing up in these societies, yeah, and you're growing up in a council estate and you ain't got no father, yes, I know that you're told many different messages from society about what a man